just trolling up through High Street Mall here. We passed another tram on the left. This is our oldest tram, built in 1903, used in Dunedin, the city further south. And that tram this year will be 120 years old. And if you'd like to buy some new shoes while you're in Christchurch, this is the best place to do it. Get off here, you'll discover about 15 or 16 shoe shops. Clock up there, you'll notice says 12 o'clock. It has been saying 12 o'clock for over a year because it's a brand new clock. The original clock is found in the Earthquake Museum. It broke on the day of the earthquake. It's about a 10-year, $200 million rebuild of the Cathedral Church, and if you look through the wire fence by a well-known Australian street artist called Rome, he did that painting now about 10 years ago. As I think I mentioned earlier, the ground floor cafe in the library building there is very, very pleasant. Get a nice flat white or a cappuccino in there, no problem. A bit of food as well. The river is a 28 kilometre long river across Christchurch in a west to east direction, eventually draining out through to the Pacific Ocean. And the river does have the dual name these days, traditionally known as the Avon since 1843. That's one of the English River Avons. But most New Zealand's rivers do have a Maori name, and the te reo name of this river is Otakaro. If you translate that into English, it means something like place of play. You'll notice there's a couple of large timber houses over there, probably dating from about the 1890s, and those two large buildings only survived the earthquake because they're timber. Timber is a much better material if you have a large earthquake. So Christchurch has a larger number of old Victorian timber buildings than we have of stone buildings now these days. So these lovely Victorian buildings were occupied by the University of Canterbury from about the mid-1860s until 1973-74. This is stop number 12. About 3 or 4 of the 23 buildings still being worked on. Right, so we turn the corner. On the right here, another attraction you could visit if you wanted to. This is called Ravenscar House, a rather expensive institution, very much copied from the English public schools like Eton and Harrow and Winchester. And if you are thinking about sending a boy to Christ College for an education, you'll need to carefully check your bank account first. Many streets in central Christchurch are named after cathedral cities around the British Empire that had Anglican cathedrals. And this includes the one we're on called Armour Street, the city in Northern Ireland.